Hey guys, welcome back and happy Wednesday. All right, guys, so we talked about the Real Housewives of New Jersey today in our amazing recap with Zach Peter, Ryan Bailey, Jeff Epstein, and Jolene Lunzer, where we also announced that they will be joining us on stage at the Bourbon Room on April 7th in Los Angeles. Now, guys, if you haven't bought your tickets, we just officially released more VIP tickets for all three cities, and they are going to go fast. So go to spillingtealive.com. Now, of course, as much as I like to talk about what we have coming your way, that is not what we're back to talk about today. We're actually back to talk about the fact that the Real Housewives of New Jersey star Margaret Josephs is being sued for over $180,000 owed to former business partners. Thank you to Radar Online for another incredible write-up. We have all the details and more. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Real Housewives of New Jersey star Margaret Josephs is heading back to court after being sued for not paying $180,000 in settlement payments for a past lawsuit regarding the foreclosure of her New Jersey home. Okay, Margaret Josephs and her husband, Joe Benigno, are being technically sued for $180,000 due to them supposedly not holding up their side of a property deal. The lawsuit claims that the reality TV couple failed to meet mortgage payment deadlines, and this caused two properties in conjunction with another couple to default. The plaintiffs, Charles and Camille Ardito, claimed that they purchased two homes in Englewood, New Jersey, after making a deal with the millionaire couple. The Arditos agreed to enter the agreement after Margaret Josephs claimed one of the properties could be quickly flipped for a profit. The Bravo star allegedly agreed that they would purchase one of the properties for $1.1 million and the other for $1.4 million. But now the Arditos are claiming that Margaret Josephs and her husband bought the first home for $1.5 million instead of $1.1 million, and the second house for $1.8 million instead of $1.4 million. The Real Housewives of New Jersey couple, well, they still live in the $1.8 million home to this very day. Okay, court documents read the agreement called the Arditos to provide $400,000 for the purchase of the properties. The Arditos eventually provided $440,000 to be used by Margaret Josephs and her husband. The TV stars agreed to contribute up to $180,000 towards the purchase price of the properties. The lawsuit claims that the reality stars falsely represented that there were no judgments against them when applying for the mortgage loans. The legal documents read that between the two of them, defendants had judgments entered against them totaling over $330,000 that would constitute liens on the properties if docketed, and they soon were after closing. The Arditos claim that Margaret Josephs failed to make the mortgage payments towards the properties. This is mind-blowing to me. This caused the properties to default on loans in July of 2017, and the second property would follow defaulting in September of that same year. Now, also, the Arditos claim that they were unaware that the foreclosure action had been filed and were not told by Margaret Josephs or her husband. The reality TV star settled out of court for an undisclosed amount that was set to make in payments, and they allegedly defaulted on those as well. The Arditos are suing Josephs and her husband again for $180,000 for the remaining amount of the settlement they've yet to pay up. The Real Housewife and her husband have yet to respond to the lawsuit. They did, however, renovate their home in 2021. See, this is interesting to me because if you guys remember going back to episodes previously on the Real Housewives of New Jersey, we saw a time where we thought Margaret Josephs would be getting out of her home. We thought that she was going to have to sell it. And didn't she throw a party at her home saying like this would be one last kind of hoorah? But she never actually sold the house. If you guys haven't seen Margaret Joseph's house on the Real Housewives of New Jersey, it's over the top, it's eccentric, it has, I guess it's just Jersey. Like some people would say that there are these like gaudy elements. I personally love her style, but I know a lot of people who don't. And the point is, the home that they were saying on the show that they would eventually sell, they have not sold. They still very much so live in that home. They film in that home. And that is the home that we're watching right now play out on the Real Housewives of New Jersey season 12. Moving forward, I'm curious if this is well, what this means, because Margaret Josephs at this point is making good money on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And even though somebody's making good money doesn't mean that they don't have their money tied up in other businesses, other properties, other things that are happening. You know, just because she might get a $500,000 paycheck does not mean that she easily has $180,000 to just throw at this couple. However, if she in fact owes this $180,000 along with her husband, I'm sure the courts will eventually make her pay up. I mean, it's inevitable. They'll have to pay something. But I don't want to just give you this information and not ask your opinion. I want to ask, well, exactly that. So go ahead and give me your unfiltered opinion. Let me have it and let me know what you think about this. I'm definitely interested and I want to pick your brain on this. And also, what are your thoughts about the Real Housewives of New Jersey up into this moment? We've been covering it. Zach and I obviously are covering it every single Wednesday. And when we're doing a big announcement every week. Today was crazy. It was wild. And really part of the, surprise in the big announcement was the fact that we were doing more VIP tickets because they were in such high demand. We have also general admission tickets, which are amazing. The VIP tickets get you into a pre-party. They get you some time to hang out with everybody for about an hour or so before the show. And then of course, if you're general admission, you come to the show and then we all play, party, whatever afterwards, which we're going to have one hell of a time. It's going to be an amazing experience. I cannot express it enough. Having Ryan Bailey, Jeff Epstein, Jolene Lunzer, and Zach and I on stage, and not just us, but alongside, a few other people, some Bravo celebrities that you might recognize. That's just for the LA location. This whole thing is not just going to be an event or a live show. It's going to be an entire experience. That's why I'm excited. I didn't think Zach would be able to pull off getting us more VIP tickets from the venues because of the size of the venues, but we can fit anywhere from 100 to 200 people in each venue. And that is exactly what we anticipate on doing. So hopefully you guys buy your tickets. And if you haven't, well, I don't know what you're waiting for. We definitely need you guys to show up, show out, come hang out with us. There's going to be a lot of people you recognize from some of your favorite comedians, social media influencers, content creators, you name it, they will be there. So I can't wait to see you then. Guys, in the meantime, we will be back tomorrow to recap the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And of course, we'll be back on Friday with Jason to recap the Real Housewives of Miami. It never stops over here. And then, of course, we'll be back at 9:30 a.m. in the morning to do another round of Wake Up and Adam, our morning show that's getting anywhere from 600 to 800 people a morning, which is incredible, especially for 9:30 a.m. I love you guys so much. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And again, don't forget to let me know what you think about this lawsuit. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.